So welcome back to the Tom Lamb YouTube channel. We have finished harvest now. All the combines and balers and everything have been put away in the shed. You can see the balers back there and the combines are in the other shed. So we've blown them all down, got them all finished, and that means we can get on with a few other jobs. And the first job is back in the workshop. So in today's exercise, sold a load of straw a couple of weeks ago. First load of straw, first load of barley straw. So that is going to hopefully fund today's exercise. This actually came through a chap on the internet actually, and I found him through Welder Faber's. I don't know if you ever watched Welder Faber on YouTube. It came through that, and if you remember probably a few weeks ago, a couple of months ago, we made a welding table on the CNC plasma cutter. And the chap, he contacted me and said I could really do with them drawings because he wanted to make his own welding table, so I sent them to him. Then I found out he built little overhead cranes, big overhead cranes, all sorts of bits and bobs. So I thought, because a few weeks ago, I had the insurance come out. We have to have them come out every year. They come around and they check the compressors. They come around and check the JCBs, the cracks in the booms, just make sure everything's safe. And I said I'm going to be building a little overhead crane so I can load the steel onto the plasma cutter, because if you look, I put the plasma cutter just there so that no one backs into it with any machinery, but I have to bring the steel along here to there, and then we have to somehow load it on, and I've been sort of trying to push it on, and you know, the heavier the steel, it's getting really difficult. So that's how this has arose today really. So a little overhead crane. The insurance said when you're lifting stuff overhead, if you haven't had it properly tested, you know, it's a bit of a grey area if it was to injure someone. So we've just gone down this route where this chap's built me one, and we're going to have a look at it today and install it, and then hopefully, so what it is, it bolts onto this RSJ here, swings around this side, swings around that side, little electric hoist on it as well. So not only can we use it to load the plasma cutter, if we've got the welding table just here, we'll be able to swing over and pick things up and down if we can't quite lift them. So hopefully it's going to save my back as well. So let's go and have a look at it. Here it comes in the workshop. So this is the new plasma cutter lifting beam. We're going to lift it off, and then we're going to have a look at it and see how we're going to fit it to the wall. It's not a very big jib, but it would be absolutely perfect for what we need. So is that going to... Right, so this is the half a ton overhead crane. Half a ton because the electric motor on there is limited to half a ton. Yep. Isn't that right, Joel?
Yeah, safety.
So this is going to make my life so much easier. We're obviously going to be lifting the steel off the JCB onto the plasma cutter, and it's going to make our life so much easier. And what are you going to tell us about this then?
So this is a column mounted underbrace, because obviously we're limited by headroom with your mezzanine floor.
Yep.
So like you said, this will pick up half a ton. It'll clamp around your upright structure of your building.
So it's a wraparound
kit, yeah.
Okay.
We make all sorts. You can go front flange face,
yep.
Wraparound kit, floor mounted, roof mounted. But the best option for you don't want to take up any more floor space, so a wraparound kit is good. So
it wraps around the RSJ with these big threaded bars just here, and then clamps on there. You've got some bushes inside there as well.
So self-lubricating brass bushes inside the arm for
it
to swivel around.
Yep.
It's got a solid 50mm EN8 pin for it to pivot against, and then it's got a 14mm thrust bearing at the bottom, so it's effortless then to slew it round to get your plate onto your plasma.
And then this here, what's this here? This obviously...
That's your festoon system for your hoist. So obviously you want cable management, so as the hoist travels up and down the beam, the cable comes with it.
Okay.
This just clamps at the top of the beam. It's nice and simple.
So let's go and have a look at the hoist.
Yep.
So that slides up and down, all these slide up and down like that. So this winch here, on this remote here, that's going to move up and down, is it? Yep. Or how's that?
So power travel up and down, and power travel in and out. So even with 500 kilos on the hook, it will travel from one side of the beam to the other for you. Press of a button on the pendant there.
Okay. On this one just here like that.
And then the hoist then will tow the cables along itself then with a little towing arm.
Okay. One of the things that I had a lot of questions about as well, as I mentioned earlier, on the plasma cutter table of mine, you know, a lot of people saying, oh, would you build me a welding table? And you've actually said you'd actually do that, because I sent him the drawings, but you also do the drawings and everything as well.
Yeah, we've done a few for people now.
So, if you want a welding table making that you can put together in kit form, that is a service you offer, isn't it?
Yeah, and we ship them out all over the UK.
So you go all over. You're saying you go down London, up Scotland, wherever you want.
We're nationwide weekly, so we can throw it on the wagon and take it with us, or we can post it. We can ship it via pallet courier, no problem, to your house.
And you've got a huge plasma cutting table as well, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got an Ajan 3 metre by 1.5, 260 amps, so we could cut tables up to even 40 mil thick. You don't need them that thick, but 10, 15 mil is probably the sweet spot. But yeah, we can make them in-house, ship them out, complete with caster wheels as a kit form, so you can hobbyist can weld it together themselves.
Yeah, okay. All right, right. Let's have a go at trying to fit this now and see what it looks like. So this is where the crane's going to go, like I said. Yep. But this is because it's a wraparound kit. You haven't really got a drill, have you?
No.
So
threaded bars path either side of the upright column.
Yep.
And then you've got the you won't bend the front face of the beam then when you're slewing the jib round.
Okay. So do I need to weld gussets in here? Or
not if you wrap all the way on the back.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're gonna have to modify this slightly because of your door.
Yeah, because I forgot to tell him I've got a roller shutter door here and a concrete panel.
So once we bolt this on,
yep.
If you weld a gusset from the back flange to the front flange, it'll just stop that torsional twist in the front of this beam.
Okay, we're not actually lifting that much weight, are we?
No, a 3 by 1.5 metre sheet of 20 is 360 kilos.
Okay.
So even if you had a sheet of 30 on there, you'd still be able to lift it with this.
Brilliant.
Easily.
So what we've decided to do here, we've moved the whole thing across. So with the wraparound kit, it would have gone there like that, but we're going to move it across slightly so that bolts through there, and then one of those big threaded bars, we're going to SDS drill it through that wall so that we can bolt it through the wall, so it's got somewhere really sturdy to bolt onto. So this is the bottom bracket that sits on the, do you say linear bearing inside there?
Thrust bearing.
Thrust bearing inside there.
Yeah. So 14 mil thrust bearing.
Yep.
And then the whole jib rotates around that then.
So we've cut the threaded bar down because that would usually go to this side, and then I'm going to put a big brace in here to stop the RSJ from twisting. And then this side we're going to SDS drill through the concrete. So we just cut these out on the plasma cutter, and because we're not wrapping around it now, we need to support the web of the RSJ. So I've just cut that, look at that, perfect fit, and I've just done some little bevels on the back. So they're gonna sit 50 mil above that hole, one there, one the other side, and then we'll have one, oh no, put that on the bottom side there, like that. That'll sit in there just like that. All right, next thing we've got to cut, Joel, we've got to cut some big square washers for the concrete, have we?
Yeah. Yeah.
What size?
We'll do 100 square on the front of the wall, and then we'll weld them back to your RSJ then as well.
Right, okay.
If it was a wraparound kit, the threaded bar would go either side of the beam.
Right.
But because we've obviously got your roller door and some obstructions, we've gone through the left-hand side web.
Yeah.
So we'll weld in the gussets to support the middle of the beam.
Okay.
But because we can get through the back of that concrete wall, what we'll do is we'll put a nut and a washer on the front of the wall, and a double nut and a washer on the back of the wall, and then the whole thing will pivot then around the entire beam and the concrete wall combined.
Cool.
So.
hopefully that will then line up with there that we can weld to the RSJ.
Yeah.
Gone on there nicely, isn't it?
Perfect.
These walls are incredibly thick because they're the grain walling for around the rest of it all. Brilliant. Next one on. So if you were fitting a big IAB crane, well, not an IAB crane, sorry, a big crane in here,
Yep.
how do you actually fit it or lift it up?
So we've got our own high-ab lorry, which we fit all of our steel work and our gantry cranes with.
I've got a picture of it just here.
It travels all over the country, does all sorts of work. We'd be lost without it now. We wouldn't be able to do half the jobs that we do.
No?
But we manufacture everything in-house, transport it on the lorry,
Yeah.
bring the lorry in through your doors,
Yeah.
and then erect all of the steel using the lorry then. So completely self-sufficient.
Oh, brilliant. And everything's made in the UK, isn't it?
Everything in-house. Everything in South Wales.
That's on now. And we've got, so what you've done here, you've got 2 washers so it can't push and pull.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So,
We don't want the front flange of the beam twisting towards the concrete wall.
okay.
So we've used M24 stud as the wraparound kit.
Yeah.
Essentially, we just wrapped around through a concrete wall. So that's just on loosely for now while we offer the beam up. And
Yep.
then once we've got it on, we'll tweak it all up and then cut it to suit them.
Brilliant. Getting it in now. We've just got to try and get it up there like that. Oh, and boom it out. Right, so we've just finished bolting it up now. Bolted there. And if we look round this side, that's how we've bolted it to the wall. So it's incredibly strong. It's looking really smart, actually. Yeah, really smart. So it's on a bush up there as well. And it's incredibly easy to move, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if I just go with my little finger like this, look, because it's on those bearings,
Yeah.
it's just literally just push it like that, look. And if I let go, it continues. Oh, I've got the magnet on the end, I've got to take that off. So the idea of this now is, you see, this will swing right round here, won't it? And when we've made a few adjustments, we've just got to put the electric cable in because it's a 3-phase
Yep.
gantry, isn't it?
3-phase motor. Yeah.
So that electric cable just there will wire into here. But I'll do that, and I just want to adjust the end of the where this comes out, just here like this. Because when I swing it right round at the moment, it just touches here, but we can move that along and just cut it down. Because you said this over centres, doesn't it now? This crane will come right round.
It'll slew 270, so when that hoist motor is sat at the parked position,
Yes.
technically that bracket could be back here. So
Yeah.
you can gain all of this and it'll slew all the way around into this side of the building. So
Okay.
you'll be able to pick up your plates from this side and pass them through into this side then.
Oh, that's brilliant. But if I'd have had this on like a post or something, like a round post just here,
Yeah.
then that will go even more, will it?
It would still be, you can have we manufacture 360 slew jibs,
Yep.
but taking up your valuable floor space, I mean, you might clatter it coming in with a telehandler or it'd just be in the way. Plus the height, you're not gonna, it'd be a very small post.
So the whole idea of this, we don't need a high level one, that's why, and I can't, because I can't get anything under the mezzanine floor, so we've gone as high as we can. So what's going to happen is we'll be able to swing round here, and then when we're not in use, this will all fold up right over the other side over there, but the plasma cutter's in the way at the moment, so I might have to move that soon. So what we'll do, we'll pick whatever we need to up off here, using this electric motor, up, down, move it along, whatever you want. And then save my back, we'll spin it round here, like this, onto the welding table. And then we can drop it wherever we want. Or if we're doing something else in here, we can now actually get to this welding table as well. So any other massive lumps or whatever we need to do, we haven't got to sit there carrying it anymore. We can move it to wherever we want. So it's really, really good. What can you tell us, Joel, about what these markings mean? Because there's a UKCA mark. We'll start from this end and tell us what's what then.
Phone number,
That's your phone number.
company name,
What's your company name?
Lloyds Beal,
Lloyds Beal, from Wales.
from Wales. And then the working load limit of 500 kilos. So that's the maximum this will pick up.
We don't need any more than that because the plates just aren't very, well, they are heavy, but they're not.
I think you could pick up a 40mm 8x4 plate.
Okay.
I think that's just shy of 500 kilos.
And then what's the UKCA mean
So
bit?
UKCA means that we conform to ISO 9001,
Yeah.
which is a quality audit for steel fabrication and drawings and design.
Okay.
So it just means that everything is done properly, all the records are kept, all of the accreditations are done.
Yeah.
So it means that you're getting a quality product. When someone's got UKCA or CE marking,
Yeah.
they can supply their products with the full traceability of all the steel, where it came from, the weld inserts.
So if I bought this from China, it wouldn't have that?
No, definitely not.
Okay, so this is it's a brilliant product, isn't it? I mean, I keep looking at it now, and the trouble is I want one in there now.
Yeah.
So then when this motor goes up and down, all these move along on this festoon up and down here. So if we've got to do anything down here, we can do it. And it's just really good, isn't it? Be nice to be slightly higher, but that's my fault for not putting the mezzanine floor high enough. But it's really good, because my head, yeah, top of my eyes come to here. But when we've folded it up out of the way, it'll be absolutely fine. But it looks bloody brilliant. Thank you.
No problem at all.
So thanks very much to Joel there for coming and doing that. I've just put them in there, those gussets, so we'll get them welded in a minute. But yeah, hopefully this is going to see a lot of use over the years and save my back, and also as well it's a lot safer. And the best thing about it is it's made in the UK. So really, really pleased. I'd love to know what everyone thinks in the comments to it. Yeah, really, really pleased. Like I say, when I move that plasma cutter, that's going to fold round here, keep going round under the table like this, keep going round, because at the moment it's hitting the plasma cutter just there like that, look. So if we move that out the way, when it's done with, that will fold up completely out the way, so it's not in anyone's way. So because all this lot at the back as well, I'm going to be changing that at some point, because it's completely just filled with junk really. Look, everything's sort of been stuffed in here out the way, and it's another job that needs doing. But right, let's just swing it around one more time, because I quite enjoy doing this. So I'm just going to push it like that, look. How good is that? So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Go and check out Lloyds Beal website, because they do a vast amount of stuff. And like I say, if you need a welding table, then, you know, they'll just cut you one out on their plasma cutter and then send it to you, and you can do the rest at a fraction of the price of what they should be. So anyway, see you all soon. Thank you very much, and goodbye.